Disrespecting you,
being a
Holmes.
cop.
I'm not like disrespecting you, homie. I'm just literally on my phone. What are you talking about? I hope it's really important and or funny. Let's hear it.
When you hire people, like, for a job, like at your job,
Can you talk? Can you keep going? I understood the first part.
do most of them are like a long-term employee, or are most people that you hire work for like 1 or 2 days, or might not even show up on their first day? You go, you got the job, and then they don't even show up for the first day, or they might work for like a week.
60% of our turnover comes from the first 90 days of somebody being hired.
60%.
Of our high, because the restaurant industry, well, our like restaurants, well, the restaurant industry has really high turnover, and our specific restaurant, like 60% of our turnover comes from the first 90 days of when somebody was hired. So they quit within 3 months.
So 60%
Of
of the
our
employees.
turnover. My
Huh?
turnover. Of our turnover.
60% of the employees at your restaurant leave in 90 days.
Not 60%. That's not how it works, Sean. Our turnover, our total turnover, let's give it a random number. 82%. 82. That's our turnover.
So it's over 80%.
I'm not gonna. I can't. Can you listen first?
Okay.
So we have 82% turnover every year. That's
Yeah.
our turnover. 60% of that turnover comes from employees that quit within the first 3 months. So yes, people work for a little bit of time and they quit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. And so what I was saying is that what's funny, what makes that funny, a funny joke, haha, about what I said, is that when I go and I'm looking for a job, like recently, I've been looking for a job because I haven't had shit to do. Mm-hmm. I'm like stuck behind some inspector that's like boning me on an electrician, and then the electricians are all boning me, and I'm like stuck doing nothing because I'm waiting for an electrician that's waiting for an inspector. And so I can't do shit. So I was looking for a job. And I've been telling these jobs. And then after that room is done, I don't know what the hell I'm going to do. Like nothing. And I'm like, well, I might as well get a job. Right? And I've been telling these jobs, I'll talk to them. And I've been telling them all, I'm only going to be here for like a month or two. Right? Jobs hate that.
Yeah.
Like if somebody tells them I'm only going to work here for a month or two,
Yeah.
they hate that more than
Sean,
anything.
what are you trying to tell me?
What?
Why do I care about this?
But what's funny is that most people, whether they say they're only going to be here for a month or two or not, are. You know what I mean? So you would think that they would be like, oh, okay, well, I guess most people are only here for a month or two anyway. So it's good that you're like telling us that you're only going to be here for a month or two, because then we're going to know that you're going to show up when you say you're going to. And then when you're not going to show up, you're going to say you're going to not show up. Right? Like you would think
not
that.
Not really,
like,
because, well, it depends. So, like, I feel like your job's not going to take a lot of training. But, like, we spend a lot of money on training people, so I would never hire somebody if they were like, I'm going to be here for a week.
You would never hire somebody if you thought they were going to leave in a month or two.
Yeah. Like, my thing is, if they're going to leave in a month or two, are they going to come back, like, in 3 months? That's okay with me. Like, a seasonal person? That's okay with me.
Yeah. But most of them are only there for a month or two anyway.
That's not what we like, though.
But like, what if somebody goes to the restaurant and they say, "Yeah, I'm trying to have a job here." Do you ask them how long are you going to work here?
Yes.
And what do they say?
They all lie and say they love it, and they're gonna love it and want to make a fucking thing out of it, a career
Yeah.
out of it. What? I'm wondering for-
And that's what you look for is people that lie and say that they're going to love their job and stay there forever.
The last people I hired have all stayed there because I don't hire people who look unstable.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to the library tomorrow.
You have a library tomorrow?
Yeah.
Nice. I can take all your books back?
Yeah.
You know where they're at?
Yeah, they're all right there.
Where? Because they're not right there anymore. Check up there and buy the advent calendar. Oh, they're right here.
What?
Maybe that's why I always had such a hard time getting a job is because I'm such a go-getter. Like, I was always like, oh, I'm in college for this and like taking these classes for that. And like, I remember there was one construction company I went to like an interview for, and I ended up working for them like years later for like 5 minutes. But I went to the interview with some construction company like before they were a union company, and then when they got to where they're hiring like union only, then I went and worked there like through the union for like 5 minutes. But when they were still not union, I went there and they were like, oh,
The bottom of the good stuff.
you know, blah, 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 ask me questions or whatever. And I was like, oh, this is what I'm going to do is I'm going to work here for about like 15 or 20 years. And then I'm going to open a company that
Yeah, eat it. Here.
is basically like a sister company of yours. And I'm going to like own the place. And they took that as like a huge, like, insult that I was gonna work there for long enough to learn the whole fucking business and then I was gonna open one.
Yeah.
Like, they're like, oh, so we're gonna train you all up just so you could steal our money and our business. And I'm like, looking at the guy and I was like, dude, you are like fucking 60 now. Like, you're gonna be 80 and you're gonna have somebody that like opens a company that's just like exactly your company, you know? Like, and then to even think that far into the future is like stupid. Like, to run that off, you know? But people are just simple, like, they have like simple thought process and they don't want to like they don't want something that's like outside of their simple process. That's scary. Anything different is scary.